instead of a Bogovian tax in this case. Oh, one other difference here is that we made the tax in the previous case a tax on an input, where here it's a subsidy on the output. So that'll work in the math a little bit differently. Yeah. It's the total. Okay, yeah. So the old consumer benefit was the area below the demand curve but above the price. And then what we did was we shifted out the demand curve. So we got the old demand curve plus this extra benefit. So this is supposed to be, this is what I was trying to call the area AF there. Now what's the cost of that? Well, the cost of that is borne by the taxpayers. It's equal to the cost of the subsidy, which is this area. So this, I guess, call this whole area S and this little area D. So the question about whether or not this is good for, a good thing to do overall depends on whether or not the benefit, additional benefit to consumers, which is this area here, is larger or smaller than this area S, less this deadweight loss D. The way I've drawn it, I think pretty clearly is, but it's not. There's a distortion associated with this taxation, which is the social cost as well. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so that's I've gone into public finance as deeply as I want to do today. So that question is the public finance question. And yeah, how inefficient it is, as you say, depends on how the funds to provide the subsidy are being raised. Here, a beautiful way to do it would be to have some kind of tax on the people driving the cars, so it wasn't being borne by everyone in society, but instead the people who are actually directly benefiting from the congestion. If you could do that right, you could maybe eliminate that entirely. Yeah.
Can you explain one more time this logo, the D cars line there?
Yeah, it's made up. I mean, this is another case. Oh, it's because in this case before it was the externality before was bad. The pollution was a bad thing. The more steel we produced, the worse the pollution was. Here, the more buses we have, it's a good thing. It's a positive externality instead of a negative one. So the more buses we have, the greater the benefit. And the way I've drawn it is fanciful. I don't know. I guess what I've imagined is you only have one bus that doesn't reduce congestion very much, and so it's not worth much. But if you have two, it reduces it more. I don't know. But maybe it should be constant. I don't know. That's a question for a traffic engineer, I think. I'm not sure it should be increasing even. I don't know. But it's positive. That much I'm clear on. Are there other questions about this example? Okay. Let me say one more thing about this case. There's different ways to organize mass transit, and the way that mass transit is organized largely here in the Bay Area, it's provided by a public agency. So one way to solve this thing is not really to worry about PAGU at all, but instead say, well, we're going to do a study and figure out what the optimal level of provision of BART and AC transit is, and figure out Y star, and then we're just going to provide it, and we're going to charge a fare to cover our costs, or perhaps not quite cover our costs. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it would be to have, this story with the private supply suggests that private firms could be doing this as well. So this is a model where private firms could be providing the mass transit in this Bogovian story, but the public purse would be providing the subsidy. And sometimes this comes up every time Amtrak comes up for sort of reauthorization. So Amtrak is quasi-private. It operates at a significant loss. And every time, every 10 years or whatever, when it comes up before Congress again, there's always arguments that Amtrak should be run more efficiently. It needs to not run at a net cost of the public purse. It should be self-financing. So if you think that Amtrak is an example of mass transit that reduces congestion, here's a counter-argument. So suppose that we required a privately run mass transit operation like Amtrak not to operate at a loss. So it can only charge fares to consumers that they're willing to pay. So its fares are going to look like PP. If, in fact, that was what it was receiving, so that there was no subsidy, it would operate at this level of YP. And so the fact that it's operating at a loss is, you can interpret as evidence that it's operating more efficiently from a social point of view than it would be if it didn't have a subsidy. So the Amtrak subsidies can be regarded as this area. And so to the argument that mass transit should be able to pay its own way, you say, well, no, if it pays its own way, and there's an externality, the firm only realizes the private benefits of operating the thing. If there are social benefits as well, the public should be paying for this. All right. Okay, I have another example to work through, but there are 5 minutes left. And the next example involves greater audiovisual challenges than the previous ones here. So I'm going to stop now and tell you about bees and apples and Ronald Coase on Tuesday. Have a great Thanksgiving break.